Okay, let's start this whole thing off. Yeah, this was fine. Everything was fine.
Let me change that. You will only even acknowledge he exists if he's ignored how he feels 99% of the time before that. Because if he was sad most of the time before that, he never would have got to a place where he could attract a woman like you. The man who works in Starbucks, who's sad all the time, you won't reply to him. Neither will any other female. So for women to come along and pretend they give a about the fact that most men are basically invisible. There is not a female on the planet who's invisible today. You can be a 4, overweight, fat, you'll still go to the club and get attention. 99% of the men go to the...
Okay, but you could be a 1 and go to the club and be overweight and not get any attention. That's for sure happening for females. But anyway.
Club and nobody even fucking talks to them. If they try and talk to a girl, they get blanked and ignored and told to... Most men are absolutely and utterly invisible. This is the truth about masculinity, right? It's very easy for women to see.
See, this is what he does. And it's fine. I mean, whatever, do what you want to do, but that is 100% also true for females. There's no doubt that if you're a 0 on whatever scale he's rating females, and you're fat and overweight and sad, that you're 100% ignored. So, yeah, it's just true both ways.
Sit here and complain about the top 2% of men because I dealt with this guy, he's arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Most men don't even fucking exist. They send 10,000 DMs and never even get read, let alone replied to. So,
but most women don't even fucking exist, so this is just
wrong. If you to sit here and say, I'll get a G, a big G, a boss, a millionaire, and let him have a day off, very nice of you. I'm sure you would. But if a guy who wanted to have days off all the time, he never would have got important enough in the first place to attract a woman like you. And that is the reality. As a man, it's player versus player. It's ultimately competitive. And as a man, you have to outcompete the other men who are prepared to get up and do it anyway. That's how it works. There's no such thing as saying, I'm sad, I need 2 weeks off. Not as a man if you want to be important.
I mean, if 12 tigers attack me and I manage to defeat 11 in unarmed combat with...
Wait, let's just stop here for a second. 12 tigers have attacked my boy, and he's managed to defeat 11 of them. That's my boy. You know, my boy's strong.
With my Aikido, and the last tiger gets my neck. That's a fine way for Tate to die.
You cheater, you cheating. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch! Why would you suck dick for free?
Because I love doing it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I love sucking dick. Why would
But you have no future with these men, so why not at least get paid for it, right?
I am getting paid for it on fucking OnlyFans. I don't need them to pay me. I make way more than they could ever give me.
I'm just confused. Who is saying the controversial thing here? The OnlyFans person or my boy Andrew Tate?
Get paid twice. I don't believe in depression. Don't message me about depression because I don't believe in it.
Okay. Well, that's tough. Because it definitely does exist. But fine.
If you're asleep in your bed in the middle of the night and you hear a noise, and you believe in ghosts, now you're afraid. But if you don't believe in ghosts, it's the wind and you go back to sleep. You give the ghosts power by believing in them. Your house is only haunted.
Depression is not believing in ghosts. I just want to make that clear for my boy A-Dog. For my A-Tate. Boy dog.
If you believe in ghosts, belief is a powerful thing. If I were to stand in front of you and I were to tell you that I could punch you as hard as I can.
You could do that. Wait, what?
In your sternum. And I could fracture it and send a splinter into your heart. Would you allow me to try? You wouldn't because you know I believe I can.
What the fuck does this have to do with depression or ghosts?
I believe I can hurt any man on the planet. And that's why people are afraid of me. And you believe depression is a crippling disease. And that's why you're afraid of it.
What would you do if I wanted to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans, as long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean? Doing a video photographer and get the angles, yeah?
No. I'm not doing any real work, but just like taking all the money. If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand, all right, give me 8. All right, cool.
Why would, what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
You're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans, you're selling my product. What the fuck?
Your product?
Yes,
Women,
correct.
she's not
Next
your
question.
possession. No. I don't know if you're being serious.
I'm totally serious. How would I let my chick do OnlyFans and keep all the money? That's disrespectful.
What woman is ever going to give you that?
Then she better not do OnlyFans. Duh.
Imagine one.
Okay, so that was a little bit confusing, but I think the fundamental thing is, like, it's weird to sort of, like, act like you own a person. Like, it's sort of like trademarking, right? Like, it's like, I'm dating this person, so all of their intellectual ideas are mine because we're dating. That's kind of a weird thing, but hey. That's what my boy Tate says. That's what my boy Tate gets.
One day you're sitting in Paris and having a fucking coffee, and terrorists
Okay.
roll through.
Hold on. What? I'm in Paris now? All of a sudden? And there's terrorists? All right.
And the person next to you has their brains blown out. You're gonna stand there and be like,
The person next to me got his brains blown out? I'm sorry, I'm just pissing and crying right now. Like, I don't even understand. Like, I'm just pissing and crying. I'm pissing myself and crying because the person next to me got their brains blown out. Continue, my Lord and Savior.
waiting to die like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, bang, oh, seen that before. Okay, boom, boom, duck and dive and take.
Okay, I've seen the person next to me get their brains blown out before. I'm not even phased. That's pretty insane. If that's actually what he's saying. I've seen my boy get his brains blown out before. Not a problem. Just moving on with my day here. Totally fine. Everything's fine.
Take one terrorist out, next get the AK, go Rambo, take out all of fucking Pakistan with the G.
I don't think the world is.
Hold on. Did he say Pakistan AG? What the fuck? So he said he was literally going to go Rambo. Well, I guess if you're going to go Rambo, then, you know, cheers. It's actually impressive. You've seen it before. Dude gets brains blown out. I'm just going to go Rambo. I love people who can go Rambo, actually. That's pretty impressive.
Has ever been equal. That the modern society we live in has been built by men. Let's cut the crap. All the roads you see, all the buildings you see, everything around you, men built. All of it. When women come along and say, oh, we're just as important, you are just as important, but you had a completely different role. You fulfilled a different role in society. And I think now, if you look at the roles of society, I believe men are still doing their job, but I don't know if women are doing their job. Men are still out here building the modern world. But when they come home now, the girl's like, oh, why should I cook for you?
Would you be with me if I'd slept with over 50 men?
Okay, let's not get into the 50 men thing yet. So, the last part, if I'm covering it correctly in my mind, is dudes are still out there doing dude shit. The question is, are chicks still out there doing chick shit? And I'd say for the most part, yeah. Chicks are still out there doing chick shit. So, on to the next. If she slept with 50 dudes, would that be cool? I have a hard time thinking that would be cool.
I'm a high value woman, right?
How can you be high value if 50 men have slept with you?
If I've just been single for a long time.
No, unacceptable.
Why is it unacceptable?
Somewhere on this planet, there is someone who is your.
Hold on, haram? Was that just the end of that argument? How can I be high valued if 50 people have slept with me? Haram? This is a pretty tough... This is where... This is where, misogyny gets tough is when you're like, dudes can sleep around, and they should sleep around, but when women sleep around, they're somehow devalued. That's tough. That is a tough one to swallow. But swallow we shall.
Age may look a bit like you, who was just given some bad fucking news. Either they were just given a cancer diagnosis and given 2 weeks to live, or the police just knocked on the door and said, your family's dead. Yeah, a cement truck ran them
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
all over. They're splattered all over the road. My family, yeah, all of them. I guarantee a bomb in Syria or a chemical attack in Yemen. There's someone your age who's just got given some bad fucking news. And if you were to sit there and explain to them your problems, they would swap lives with you in a heartbeat. And this is what most of you motherfuckers don't understand.
I don't understand this at all. Like, yes, that's always true 100% of the time. But it's also true for females. And it's also true that, like, most females would swap lives with you 100% of the time. So it's like very confusing. This is a very confusing route to take. Yes, for sure. Perspective matters. And there's always someone who has it worse than you. But this just doesn't add up with the rest of the shit that I've seen today. So, okay.
You're not grateful for what you have because you don't understand and don't anticipate that there's someone out there who would do anything to have what you have. I'm not even talking about me with my Lambo and my beautiful women and all my shit. I'm talking about just a normal, safe...
But are you talking about your beautiful women? Who have, like, to settle for 1/10 of a dude? As opposed to, like, an equal partner? Like, they have to settle for this one kind of asshole-ish dude who, like, is dating multiple women, is married to a couple women, and is just, like, blatantly cheating on all of those women. Like, are you talking about those women, too? Like, I guess I don't get it. But maybe I will by the end of this.
Life. Where you can watch Tate Speech YouTube videos and no one's going to bomb your house. There are people who would do anything to trade with you. And if you were to sit there...
Wait, hold on. Did he just say watch his videos? There's a million people who would trade places with us because we get to watch his videos? Well, that's pretty amazing, actually. I totally agree with that. It's pretty amazing that we get to watch his videos.
And try and explain to them all your problems. Yeah, but you don't want to. I'm depressed, and I have no girlfriend, and it's hard to make money, and my life's hard. And you were to tell them all your stupid reasons that you don't like your life. They'd sit there and listen to them all and go, okay, yeah, no problem, let's swap. And they'd sign on the dotted line.
Some child is outside enjoying their life, playing with toys and smiling in the sunshine and having fun. I hate happiness. I hate happy children.
What the fuck?
Anyway, you're all losers. We've discussed this before. I'm the king of the world.
No. You don't go to the...
Hold on. I don't know why that was added to this controversial playlist. We are all losers, though. I'm totally fine with that.
club with your friends. I don't know what kind of bitch-ass dude is letting his chicks go to the club with her friends without him. No. You stay in the house. You don't go nowhere.
He's talking about women.
You're not... No restaurants.
Women.
No clubs. Nothing.
Women.
Because life for a man is harder than life for a woman. Most men live...
Well, it sounds pretty fucking hard if you can't go to a restaurant, and you can't go to a club, and you have to stay in the fucking house all the time. That's just me. But that sounds pretty fucking hard.
Depressing lives. For most men out here, they can't even feel wanted.
Okay, but the women can't go to fucking a restaurant.
Their wife left them. They're
Oh, but what?
invisible to women. Their kids don't talk to them. They're just not wanted. Society...
But you literally... You're telling them to stay in the house.
Society has huge burdens on men. We're supposed to be smart. We're supposed to be rich. We're supposed to be interesting.
And women are supposed to stay in the fucking house. According to you. My sunglasses are better than yours. I'm just saying it. Everyone's thinking it. I'm just saying it.
Gotta have jokes, gotta have chat lines, right? Gotta be charming, gotta be cool, experiences, stories.
Well, that is true. He is right about that. Dudes do have to be fucking awesome.
We need to have a lot of shit to be an important man. To be a woman, you need makeup.
I got a message on.
Yeah, but hold on. So the women who date you are not important because they have to live by your rules. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy unimportant to me.
Instagram, and it was from a young 17-year-old, and he said, "I'll do anything. I want to be mafia like you. Can we work together?" And I sat there and I said to Tristan, "Why does everyone think we're mafia? We're not mafia.
Okay.
Like, we don't run around with machine guns. I mean, obviously we have guns. Our house is full of machetes. Are we mafia?
Our house is full of machetes."
Anyway, I don't think I'm mafia. So I said to Tristan, "Look, we're not mafia." Tristan goes, "Yes, we are." And I said, "Why?" He goes, "We're two huge fighting brothers with women naked on the internet who own casinos, who drive around Bucharest, Romania."
Women naked on the internet. It's like the least exclusive type of naked woman ever.
In over $2 million worth of fucking supercars. Everyone's afraid of us. And if anyone did piss us off at any point, even if we didn't want to fuck them up ourselves, we can make one phone call and they'd either be in a ditch or lose their any right to stay here. They'd have some visa issue and be kicked out the country, or arrested for no reason and put in a jail.
Wait, should I stop this video? I didn't know all this. I didn't know all of this.
Jail cell for months at a time. We are basically as mafia as you can get. So I guess I'm mafia. I didn't mean to be. So I was sitting there going, well, I never intended on being an organized criminal. How do you...
I do love this guy who's just like, I just stumbled into mafiadom. I didn't mean to become a mafia thug gangster guy. It was an accident. But here I am.
You end up being mafia. And I've concluded that if you are competent in every single sphere, you're going to be viewed as mafia. If you're a big, strong, smart, rich...
Hold on 1 second. If you're competent in every single sphere, you're going to be called mafia. Is one of those spheres crime and corruption?
Rich guy who's super well connected. How can you not be mafia? How can you not be when everyone wants to know you? Who doesn't want to know the kickboxing world champion who walks into the club with 20 big booty cuties? Everyone wants to know me. The mafia want to know me. So I don't need to be mafia if all my friends are mafia.
And also the idea of the first member of color in this family.
All right, well, I have a feeling I'm going to agree with Andrew Tate here, but yeah, that's fine.
We all knew it was coming. It's the get out of jail free card of the modern world. Megan, you're lighter than me. Look at her face. She's white. She's basically white. Megan, no one looks at you and thinks black girl. Nobody. Don't try the black person card. If you're black and you're watching this, you should be very offended that this...
Okay, well, that's something that a black person I feel like wouldn't say. Like, if you're black, you should be offended. That sounds like a half-black type of thing to say. Like, I wouldn't say that because I'm full white. But I also don't feel like a full black person would say that. But maybe that's me. Maybe that's me. Maybe I am wrong. But also, yeah, Megan probably shouldn't be saying that. Because she's definitely not full black.
Light-skinned woman is going to try and play the black card. I was victimized because I am a Negro. Look at your straight hair. If you're so black, season me some chicken, bitch. And when it comes back tasteless, bland,
Wow.
then we will know. We'll know conclusively. You ain't...
Conclusively. What? That was the craziest way to pronounce that word.
Black, stop saying it.
You're a liar. And now she's adding race. Because what happened is Oprah was starting to dig a bit. And Meghan saw herself getting cornered in her...
All right. Well, this is just untrue. It is true that she's half black, so what is Oprah digging into?
lie. So when you get cornered, you bring out the big guns. Shit, shit, shit. Race! Pow, race, race! Look at my skin. Look at my pigment. I'm a tiny bit brown.
All right. There's no chance Oprah was at all worried or critical or suspicious at all.
Shut up.
Okay, we're done.
You change that. You will only.
Okay. Cool. There have been people like Andrew throughout all of time and space, and we get to decide sort of how much we let them matter. It's up to you. You know, if you want him to matter, fine. If you don't want him to matter, that's also fine.